Hello friends, hello flight simmers, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another flight in the PMDG 777. Today we are in the 777 freighter version, the 200 freighter of course, and we are sitting here at Seoul, Incheon in the Korean Air cargo livery. It is nighttime here at Seoul, deep in the night, like to something between 2 and 3 o'clock local time. And today we are off to a very nice long-haul flight over to Austria, to Vienna. And yeah, it's a pretty long flight. Flight time is going to be almost 11 hours. And most of the cruise is going to be nighttime, I guess. But then we will get to Vienna around 6 a.m. local time, which is just about sunrise time. So I do hope that we have a very, very scenic and beautiful approach into Vienna. But for now, this is 11 hours away, so let's focus on the current situation, on the departure. We can see that GSX is loading the cargo. We have some cargo aircrafts around. China Cargo, Polar Cargo, DHA Cargo Lux. All the big names are here, and to be honest, I'm quite surprised, positively surprised by the scenery, since at day it really looks strange, but now at nighttime we have all the fancy logos over there. Doesn't even look too bad, and dynamic lighting is also working quite nice. Okay, and yeah, that said, let's head into the flight deck and then we can prepare for our departure. So here we are. We can maybe start down on the FMC. First of all, regarding the performance, we are quite heavy today. Zero fuel weight is almost maxed out, and as you can imagine, with the maxed out zero fuel weight on an 11-hour flight, we are very heavy after all. And yeah, cross weight 345, and our takeoff weight's just gonna be around 3 tons shy of max takeoff weight. So we are really heavy today. I'm super excited how it's gonna feel to take this really heavy aircraft out of Seoul tonight. And yeah, according to the weight, you can see that we are starting off really low at flight level 280. I'm just seeing we can update the reserves figure a bit to 8.4. Alternate will be Munich. And yeah, over here we can see that estimated fuel on arrival is pretty low, 4.6. That's too low even. Let's finish all the setup and see if it changes, but if not, maybe we have to do something about the fuel load. Right, and yeah, regarding the departure, today we will be going out of runway 33 left, which is also the runway the real world flight took. And then the departure route will be the NOP-1L. Execute, and yeah, it's rather straightforward. So we climb at runway heading 333 and then just follow the SID really. And there's a couple of altitude constraints where we have to be above certain altitudes. Yeah, let's double check this in a second if we can make it. Okay, and now immediately the figure has changed. 13.8, and that's plenty of fuel, of course. So we are all good there. Right, VNAV, transition altitude should be 14,000 according to the charts. Like that, and yeah, let's go to next page and see. So 5,000 or above. Let's delete this out and see what we get. Almost 9,000. Okay, so that's plenty. That's really plenty. And the 10,000 is going to be fine naturally. Let's check the 16,000 as well. Yeah, but the 777 is a super strong aircraft, so that's all going to be fine. Cool. And yeah, maybe regarding the weather quick, or let's do this when we do the takeoff calculations, which we will also do in a second. I'm just thinking, do we need to fix anything here? Maybe very quickly check if the route is according to what it should be. So climbing out, left-hand turn, Sonia, Nopik, Binil, and then we are on to the route. Looks good. Okay, and then the performance. Okay, initialize the flight. Performance. Copy data. And conditions are dry. We have poor visibility out there today. And yeah, we can see there only 4,000 meters, and I think BR that's missed, so that's the reason for the low visibility. But other than that, no clouds, 7 degrees. Wind 010 at 2. One 1017, that's fine. I believe we're gonna go takeoff. Flaps optimum, aircon. We can put the packs off actually, since yeah, cargo and it's cold outside. This is auto. Okay, let's see what we get. So flap 15 today, okay, and select temperature 33. Interesting stuff. Okay, so 33. And that's 99.1. Here it's 98.8 and 1. That's close enough, really. And then takeoff flaps 15. And speeds of 164, 71, 77. 164, like that. Okay, cool. And then let's finish over here. So this goes to 177. Initial heading we said was 333. I know it's 335 actually for the correct runway, 335, and then yeah, I think we are cleared for all the way through the star. So let's start this to 16,000 at least, and then we can increase that during the climb, of course, LNAV, VNAV, like that. Cool, all looking good. Now I'm not sure how far GSX is. 93%, that's fairly close. So we can continue over here. Oxygen is tested. Flight instruments, we have heading of 152, and altimeters of 1017, 1017, like this. And the parking brake. Right, now I'm just remembering one thing regarding the altitudes. 280. Okay, because I believe for a brief moment we are going to cross Chinese airspace, and there we have to switch over to meters. And I'm just checking on my flight plan. So that's 280, and then at Agavo we need to be 281 then. It's always when we fly in meters, it's slightly offset, but it's usually like this above. I need to put a step, 281 step. And the next one would be Azila. Where we will have done the first step climb already, so this is going to 301 step. And then Serna. At Serna we're going to be back in back into the Russian airspace, so we will be back in feet, and then I think this is going to be back to 300, like that. Okay, now I'm not sure if they have, yeah, now they've cleared out all of these step climbs, and presumably fuel has come down a little bit, but that's fine. We know we can do some step climbs on the way. Okay, and now the doors can be closed. Close all, like that. And oh, APU, of course. Okay, we are a bit late on the APU now. In the meantime, arm all the doors. So that's all done already. And then let's go over to ground connections. Alright, APU is running now, so we can disconnect the primary power and then put the PEX 2 on. That's looking good, and then I think we can get rid of all the ground connections now, like that. Okay, and yeah, we can ask for the pushback and then set up the aircraft. All the fuel pumps come on, center tanks as well, of course. Okay, and all the other hydraulic pumps like this. And the beacons, and before start checklists. Signs, of course. Okay, signs are done. MCP is set. Takeoff speeds, we have 164, 171, 177. That's done. Zero preflight is completed. Trim is free at 0 units. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Yeah, taxi is really straightforward. We'll talk to you about in a second. And beacons are set. That's done. Right, maybe we can pull up the airport map. And what we are going to do, we are departing 33 left. So we're taxiing down here. We need to cross both runways, take a left-hand turn, and then back with a left-hand turn onto the runway. Face west. I hope that's correct now. I haven't set this one up. Cool. And brakes release. Starting the lock time. And I believe we are cleared to fire away. So let's power up these beautiful GE engines. Oh yeah, what a beautiful sound of these GEs. Okay, engine number 2 is already firing up. I have confirmed the good engine start. And right. For some very weird reason, okay, now it's working. Earlier, it's not working from this perspective. That's super interesting. Okay. Well, that's definitely an interesting bug going on here. But I think we can also handle without the dome light for now. Okay, seems like both engines are running well, so we can turn off the APU. And this goes to RTO. This can stay on as it is for now. Flaps 15. I think it's the first flap 15 takeoff we have in the 777 so far. And flight controls, I guess. So for left, for right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and the rudder, full left and full right, and trim needs to be 6.75. So that needs quite a bit of trimming, like that. Okay, NTIs, don't need that to recall. TCAS, and that's fine. Auto brakes, flight controls are checked, ground equipment is clear. That's done. Before takeoff checklist, flaps 15 checked. Cool. So taxi light turn-offs, and let's do the wing lights today, just for the looks of it, really. Shining nice and bright. And off we go. Okay, I believe we certainly need a bit of power to get us going today. Alright, and now taxi, as discussed really. Just quickly want to double check if I really, 3-3 left, okay. I was sort of thinking I did put 3-3 right in there. Sorry, my voice is cracking. 3-3 right, but yeah, it's the correct one. So all well. Okay, first we're going to take a left-hand turn over here and then the immediate right-hand turn again. And then of course we need to look out for traffic today when we cross these two runways. I can't see any aircraft lights down there. So I believe we should be good. Let's put on these strobes. And then we can cross both of those runway nows.
Approaching. 3-3 right.
Okay, so we are pretty close now. Let's set up traffic, weather, VORs, traffic, terrain, and golf to the left. Yeah, golf, that's ours. Let's slow down a bit further for the turn. Huge taxiways here in Seoul. I mean, it's a huge airport, of course. Okay, weather and turbulence, and then transponder, TARA, and all the lights. And now we have everything on, bright as a Christmas tree. Cool. And before takeoff checklist is already completed, now let's put this one off. And now I'm really excited about taking this very, very heavy 777 out into the night sky.
On runway 3-3 left.
Yeah, luckily it's straight up for a couple of miles now, which makes it easy for the departure. Okay, ready to rock and roll. Flight time starting, and thrust to around 50%, power established, and toga. Cool, very, very nice sound. Okay, speeding up quite nicely. But of course we also need high speeds to get off the ground.
V1.
Rotate.
V2.
And we are airborne. Yes, coming up. Okay, and we are off into the night sky. That was fairly easy. At max takeoff weight, it handled surprisingly easy. comparing to, for example, a 747, where sometimes it's really hard to get it off the ground. But this was yeah, quite smooth actually. So autopilot is coming on. And power back to climb power, of course. But we are speeding up, so flaps 5. And then, of course, the turn-offs, taxi lights and wing lights. Okay, flaps 1. It seems like there's a bit of a speed concern. Oh no, okay, now it's gone. Just took some time to disappear. Yeah, we are likely cleared above 250 knots today since we are super heavy. And we need these speeds. Okay, flaps up. And now the left-hand turn is coming up. Okay, and there's these stars. So apparently we are through the haze layer. Cool, very, very nice. Alrighty guys, and I think this is going to be a really straightforward departure. Well, we can do the after takeoff checklist, of course, and that's all done. And yeah, that's really straightforward, and it's of course nighttime, not too much to see, so I'm gonna let you enjoy the music and cruise mode, and yeah, then hopefully we will meet again for a very nice sunrise landing into Vienna. Enjoy! So, hello folks, welcome back. We are descending into Vienna, and just as we have hoped for, it's a beautiful sunrise down there. And yeah, perfect timing really. Now it's 5:38 local, scheduled arrival time is 6 AM, and we're going to be slightly ahead of this. Touchdown is expected for 4:49, so that's just 11 minutes away. And yeah, well, we are just about to pass 10,000. And also, it seems like the aircraft wants to slow down, which is interesting. No, it actually doesn't want to slow down. It wants to keep 240, but it's somehow doing a bad job at sticking there. Yeah, so we can wait before we bring out the flaps. And yeah, right, what's there to say? We are flying very simple approach, or very simple arrival route. The Takeoff arrival, that's really just one waypoint, dropping us at Motherboard. And from Motherboard we are going to land ILS runway 16. And yeah, that's pretty straight in from our route, and weather is really nice. I have done some calculations over here, so winds 150 at 4, so pretty much straight on the nose. It's quite cold, and also we are quite heavy, so 258.3. Let's see if that's in line. No, we are already lighter than this 257.1, so we can update the speed a bit, and that's good. Okay, 257.1, and yeah, 260 is the max landing weight, so we are quite close to that one. And also there's a certain exit on runway 16 which we should take, which is Bravo 10. Maybe I can pull up the airport chart very quickly. So Bravo 10 is sort of the last high-speed exit of the runway, and we are required, or not required, but expected to take this exit, which is, now I need to double check, a landing distance of 2,095 feet, and as you can see here with auto brake 3 we're gonna require 22011, so still a bit above that. I'm kind of hesitant to dial it to auto brake 4 since that would be some really hard braking, so I'm gonna leave it at 3. We can use idle reverse, but also not really more than that, and yeah, then if necessary we can of course go to manual braking and slow us down properly. Right, so everything looking quite nice. Yeah, now that we are in late March, the snow on the terrain has disappeared, so that's some beautiful spring colors we are seeing down there. Okay, and let's see, so we are 23 miles out, I believe. Rather sooner than later we should start to slow down a bit. So aircraft wants to be 197 at the next waypoint, and also we need to dial this down. What's the glide slope interception is 5,000, which will also be the go around altitude. And yeah, any second now the aircraft really should start to slow down properly, and I believe we can already go ahead and arm the approach mode. It's really looking beautiful. The mountains coming up there in the background. Ooh, some bad leg spikes. Probably see the scenery loading in. And yeah, there's one aircraft over there, but looks like he's going to be behind us. Wow, and look at this, guys. Doesn't get much better than that. Okay, now the speed back is coming back, so aircraft should start to slow down. And we can go flaps 1. Still some leg spikes every now and then, and also FPS are coming down a bit. Maybe it's coming back to stable in a second. Flaps 5. Yeah, still 16 miles out, which is quite a bit. Maybe let's go speed 180 for a bit, but we do need flaps 15 in order to do so. So there we are, and it should be the glide slope any second now. And there it is. Cool. Okay, 170 will do. Righty, looking good. Arming the speed brakes, and yeah, not too bad. By the way, I didn't mention much about the flight itself, the operation itself. at the beginning of the video. So that's a daily flight happening from Seoul over to Vienna, and this aircraft would then continue over to Oslo and then back to Seoul. And I was quite surprised seeing that they operate as much as 3 to 4 cargo flights from Seoul over to Vienna every day, which is surprisingly a lot, I think. But yeah, there seems to be heavy demand for cargo on this route. Super interesting stuff. And also some facts about our particular flight. During the cruise, I was noticing that we actually carry more tons of cargo than we burn fuel. So I think we carried like slightly above 100 tons of cargo and burning something around 90 tons of fuel, and that's pretty astonishing, considering that on basically all the other aircrafts we are flying, it's usually the other way around, especially the 747, where we would burn much more fuel than we can carry cargo. So yeah, simply showing the efficiency of the 777. That's quite something to point out, I think. Right, now, of course, I hope it's not too busy down there in terms of traffic. There's quite a bit of traffic on the radar, and it's a bit weird. Okay, still a bit more than 8 miles out. So final approach speed gonna be 148 plus 5, makes it 153. Maybe let's put on the logo lights, might be looking quite nice when we get down there. Oh, and look at this sunrise. Nice, nice, nice. Really beautiful stuff. It's a pretty long final approach here. Okay, now 6 miles out, so let's drop the gear. Also keep the flaps coming and speed 153, like that. And we are quite close to stall speed. Yeah, that's because, but I need to keep the flaps coming now, otherwise we're getting too close to stall speed, but that's fine now. And flaps full, and landing checklist should be completed any second now. Okay, let's deal with that in a second. No time for that now. Okay, landing checklist is completed. And turn-offs and taxi lights. And my aircraft. So, wish me luck, guys. Let's hope this time we get a good 777 landing. The parpies are quite clear, but somehow the runway lights are turned off, which is a bit interesting considering it's still rather dark out here. That's yeah, in the sim there's just some fixed time where it gets switched around from night to day operations, and presumably we have just missed the point. Okay, we have the stable 4 knots of wind coming in from the left hand side, that's fine. But yeah, I would definitely prefer to have some runway lights now.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. Flare and a bit of a long landing, but there we are. Idle reverse. Can't do much more than that. Right, so welcome down to Vienna, guys, and I think now manual braking and idle forward. Yeah, we want to take this exit, definitely. But that worked out quite alright. Okay, so here we are. It's just really pity that the runway lights off. I think it would look much better with them on. So flight time 10:42. Cool. Strobes and flaps are coming up. Yeah, I think we got the right exit here. Yeah, Bravo 10. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the landing. The approach was super stable. And then on the landing, maybe a touch too early in the flare, making it a bit of a long landing. But yeah, therefore we touched down rather nice and softly. Wasn't all too bad compared to the other 777 landings we had so far. Okay, so transponder goes back to standby, and then VORs, traffic, weather, same over here, and terrain. And well, other than that, I think we can wait another second before we start the APU. It's going to be a little bit of a taxi. And parking position today, now let's see if they have this in store for us, should be Bravo 68. 68, there it is. Alrighty. Okay, let's put in a bit of power here. Wow, what a great morning mood here in Vienna. Looks absolutely stunning. And we are finally getting close, so we will have another right-hand turn here. And then it's just another left-hand turn. And then we are pretty close. Maybe that's a bit too fast through the turn. Yeah, dynamic lighting here, the apron and the terminal is definitely working. And I think on the other side of the airport I even saw another 777 from Korean Air. But our gate is, or our parking ramp is definitely over here. Okay, so that's GSX waiting for us. Let's turn all the taxi lights off. And that's Bravo 69 and 68 is ours. So it's the center one. Perfect. Okay, so here we are, parking brake. APU should be running. Yes it is, so we can kill the engines. Block time 11:03. I think we haven't stopped. Oh no, we have stopped 10:42. Okay, cool. And so few pumps and seat belts and beacons, and then let's ask for deboarding. And we need to go to ground connections, wheel chocks, ground power, doors, disarm all, and then the passenger entry and forward, after, and main deck cargo, like that. Cool. External powers available, so primary and secondary like this, and then the hydraulic pumps, I think first the right one, and the center ones, and then all the others like that. And so here we are. Welcome once again to Vienna, guys, and thank you very much for joining me on this 777 cargo flight. And so after doing this flight, I'm just thinking now the only aircraft from the 777 lineup we have left is the 200 long-range passenger aircraft, which is really quite similar to this one. Only difference is it has windows, really. And that's about it, really. But yeah, nevertheless, I think we will also have this on the channel at some point in time. And yeah, up to this point, as always, feel free to like and subscribe. Also feel free to leave comments down below. I would appreciate it. And other than that, take care. See you next time. Bye bye.